Welcome to my channel. Had Rare Coins 111. In this video I tell you about the United States of America Washington quarter dollar, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. Coins are not just currency. They are tiny pieces of history. Every coin has a story to tell, an intricate web of culture, art, and moments frozen in time. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins of the 21st century, the 2006 Washington quarter dollar from Nebraska. You might think it's just another coin in your pocket or your collection, but trust me, this is no ordinary quarter. It's a treasure, a collectible with a story that spans centuries, representing not only the values of the United States, but the unique history of Nebraska itself. Before we even look at the 2006 Nebraska quarter, let's take a step back and look at the Washington quarter as a whole. This coin, with its familiar image of George Washington, has been in circulation since 1932. Its design, featuring Washington's portrait, was created by John Flanagan, and it has become one of the most iconic and widely recognized coins in American history. But in 2006, something special happened, something that would make this specific quarter stand out among the hundreds of millions minted. As part of the United States Mint's 50 state quarters program, the Nebraska quarter was released, and it would go on to become one of the most sought-after collectibles of the era. The reverse side of this quarter features an image that speaks directly to Nebraska's heart and soul, a buffalo standing proudly against a backdrop of the majestic Sandhills region. Above the buffalo are the words Nebraska 1867, marking the year that the state was officially admitted into the Union. But let's not rush ahead. There's so much more behind this coin's design. As most of us know, Nebraska is synonymous with the American West. It's a state with a rich history, home to the Great Plains, iconic wildlife like the American bison, or buffalo, and vast stretches of rugged terrain. The state's Sandhills region, often described as one of the most beautiful natural landscapes in the United States, provides a striking backdrop for the coin's design. The buffalo, once nearly extinct due to overhunting, symbolizes resilience and the spirit of the American frontier. By including the buffalo on the coin, the U.S. Mint paid tribute to the role this animal played in the cultural and economic life of Nebraska. Buffalo were once a primary food source for the indigenous tribes of the Great Plains, and their presence was vital in shaping the state's history and identity. Professor Daniel Mason, a historian specializing in American West history, explains that the buffalo represents much more than just an animal. It's a symbol of survival and strength. In Nebraska, these majestic creatures remind us of the balance between human progress and nature's incredible power. But how does a coin like this come into being? Every U.S. quarter, including this 2006 Nebraska version, undergoes an intricate and detailed minting process. It begins at the U.S. Mint's facility, where each coin is carefully struck using highly advanced machinery. For the Nebraska quarter, the design was chosen through a statewide competition in Nebraska, where residents submitted their ideas for what best represented their state. The winning design, which featured the buffalo, was created by engraver Charles Vickers, and it was carefully etched onto the coin's reverse side. The final product is a coin that not only carries a message about Nebraska's heritage, but is also a work of art. The Washington quarter is known for its fine detail, and the Nebraska quarter is no exception. From the deep, textured lines of the buffalo's fur to the distinct rolling hills in the background, this coin is a testament to both artistry and craftsmanship. Now, let's talk about the collectors who covet this coin. The 2006 Nebraska quarter is part of a larger initiative, the 50 State Quarters Program. From 1999 to 2008, the U.S. Mint released a new quarter every year, each one dedicated to a different state. This program sparked a nationwide craze for coin collecting, and suddenly coins that were once used as everyday currency became valuable treasures. Some collectors didn't just keep these quarters in their change jars. They began to search for the rarest and most pristine examples, hoping to score a hidden gem. The value of some of these quarters has skyrocketed, with certain state coins fetching hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars at auctions. But where does the 2006 Nebraska quarter fit into all of this? Well, as it turns out, this particular coin, while not the rarest of the state quarters, has some key features that have made it incredibly desirable among coin enthusiasts. First, let's talk about the condition. Coins that are in mint condition, meaning they've never been circulated and show no signs of wear, are always worth more. The Nebraska quarter, in its pristine state, is particularly sought after by collectors who want to add it to their portfolios. But what about value? If you're holding one of these Nebraska quarters in your hand, you might be wondering, how much is it worth today? Most people assume that coins like this are just worth face value, 25 cents. But here's where it gets exciting. In recent years, the 2006 Nebraska quarter has seen a dramatic increase in its market value. Why? Well, there are a few reasons. First, the coin's appeal as part of the 50-state quarters program has remained strong, and it's a favorite among collectors of American history. Secondly, the rarity of perfectly preserved, uncirculated examples has contributed to its value. But here's the kicker. If you have a rare 2006 Nebraska quarter in perfect condition, it could be worth something far beyond its face value. A few of these quarters have been sold at auctions for as much as $30,000. Yes, you heard that right, $30,000 for a single quarter. These rare finds don't just pop up every day. Collectors have to be diligent, checking their coins for those elusive uncirculated specimens that are practically flawless. What makes these high-value quarters so rare? It's all about the coin's grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A quarter with a perfect grade of MS-70, for instance, will sell for significantly more than one with a grade of MS-63. While a regular 2006 Nebraska quarter might still be worth around $5 to $10 in good condition, those pristine examples that have never been used in circulation, those are the ones that can fetch astronomical prices at auction.so. Is it time to go digging through your pockets, drawers, or coin jars? Maybe. Who knows, you might just find a hidden treasure worth thousands. It's stories like these that remind us how valuable history can be, even in the smallest of things. A quarter, a simple piece of metal, has the potential to carry with it a world of value and meaning. Now, whenever you see a 2006 Nebraska quarter, you'll know it's not just a coin, it's a symbol of history, artistry, and the untold stories waiting to be discovered. Keep your eyes peeled, because you never know when you might be holding the next coin worth $30,000. Top 2. As the camera slowly pans over a gleaming Arizona quarter, its surfaces reflecting the light, the voiceover begins with a sense of intrigue. Coins have always held more than just monetary value. For those who look closer, they offer a glimpse into history, capturing moments, cultures, and milestones that have shaped the world. Today, we are going to unravel the story of one such coin, the 2008 Arizona Washington quarter dollar. You might think it's just another coin to toss in your change jar, but there's so much more to it. This quarter, minted with precision and artistic flair, represents the spirit of the Grand Canyon State and carries a much greater value than you might expect. We're not just talking about the face value of 25 cents. Oh no. We're talking about the historical significance, the artistry, the cultural symbolism, and most importantly, the impressive price tag it has today. This Arizona quarter has become a rare gem in the world of coin collecting, and it might just be worth more than you'd believe. Before we dive into the Arizona quarter, let's rewind a bit. The Washington quarter, a coin that's been a staple of American currency since 1932, features the portrait of the nation's first president, George Washington. The coin, designed by John Flanagan, has become one of the most iconic and recognizable pieces of U.S. coinage. But by the time we reached 2008, the Washington quarter had evolved into a symbol of states' pride and identity, thanks to the United States Mint's 50-state quarters program. From 1999 to 2008, the Mint released a unique quarter every year, each representing a different state. Arizona's turn came in 2008, and the design chosen to represent the state is nothing short of breathtaking. If you're lucky enough to hold one of these quarters in your hands, you'll notice the intricate details that capture the essence of Arizona, its natural beauty, rich history, and bold spirit. The reverse side of the 2008 Arizona quarter features a design that perfectly encapsulates the state's grandeur. In the center, you'll see the famous Grand Canyon, an awe-inspiring landscape that has long been a symbol of America's natural heritage. But the design doesn't stop there. In front of the Grand Canyon, a majestic desert bighorn sheep stands tall, representing both the rugged wildlife of the region and the strength of Arizona's people. Above the image of the Grand Canyon and the bighorn sheep are the words Arizona 1912, marking the year that the state officially became part of the United States. Arizona's entry into the Union in 1912 was an important moment in the nation's expansion, and this quarter captures that historic milestone. As breathtaking as the design is, the symbolism behind it adds even more depth. The Grand Canyon, which was designated a national park in 1919, is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. Its immense size and geological significance make it one of the most visited and photographed places on Earth. For Arizona, the Grand Canyon is more than just a tourist attraction. It's a source of pride, a testament to the state's natural beauty, and a powerful symbol of its place in American history. The desert bighorn sheep, on the other hand, is a rare and resilient animal that calls the Arizona desert home. Known for its ability to thrive in harsh, arid conditions, the bighorn sheep is a fitting symbol of the state's strength, endurance, and perseverance. In many ways, it represents the people of Arizona, resilient, tough, and unyielding in the face of adversity. But the story of this coin doesn't end with its design. The process of creating this quarter was just as remarkable as the design itself. To bring this vision to life, the U.S. Mint worked with an engraver who carefully crafted the intricate details on the coin's reverse. This meticulous attention to detail is what makes the 2008 Arizona quarter stand out from the rest. From the subtle layers of the Grand Canyon's rock formations to the lifelike depiction of the bighorn sheep, every detail was carefully planned and executed. Every coin is struck at the U.S. Mint's facilities, but some coins are lucky enough to receive special treatments. For example, a small number of the 2008 Arizona quarters were struck in special minting processes, giving them unique features that make them highly desirable among collectors. These include coins struck with higher quality finishes or those with particular mint marks that distinguish them from the mass-produced versions. It's these rare variants that drive up the value of this quarter. Now, let's talk about the collectors who have made this coin a must-have in their portfolios. The release of the 50-state quarters program created an explosion of interest in coin collecting. Suddenly, quarters, coins that were once mere pocket change, became highly coveted collectibles. The Arizona quarter, in particular, has become a favorite for many collectors who seek to own a piece of the state's rich heritage. But what makes this coin even more valuable is the condition of the individual pieces. A quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition is always worth more than a coin that has seen heavy use. In the world of coin collecting, the value of a coin is often determined by its rarity, condition, and the demand for it. The Arizona quarter is no different. But there's another factor that has played a significant role in its rising value: the limited availability of high-grade specimens. Because the Arizona quarter was produced in large quantities, most of them are fairly easy to find in circulation. However, the coins that have never been used, those that were carefully preserved in mid-quality condition, have become rare treasures. Let's take a closer look at these high-value coins. A 2008 Arizona quarter in perfect, uncirculated condition could fetch a price far beyond its face value. In fact, some collectors are willing to pay astronomical amounts for a coin that has been preserved in flawless condition. These pristine specimens are graded based on their quality, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins graded at MS 70, the highest possible grade, can be worth thousands of dollars. But that's not where the story ends. Here's where it gets really interesting. While most 2008 Arizona quarters are worth only a few dollars in uncirculated condition, a select few, those with unique qualities or minting errors, have fetched some jaw-dropping prices. Some of these rare coins have sold at auctions for as much as $27,000. Yes, you heard that right. $27,000 for a single quarter. It's hard to imagine that a coin worth just 25 cents could command such a staggering price. But that's the world of coin collecting. Collectors who are in the know recognize the value of these rare and exceptional specimens, and they're willing to pay top dollar for them. So, what makes these coins so valuable? It could be a rare minting error, a unique feature, or simply the condition in which the coin has been preserved. Whatever the reason, the 2008 Arizona quarter has proven to be one of the most valuable and sought-after coins in the 50-state quarters program. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare coins in your change jar or coin collection, it could be time to take a closer look. You may just be holding a coin worth thousands of dollars, perhaps even $27,000. Coins like the 2008 Arizona quarter remind us that there's more to currency than meets the eye. Each coin tells a story, and the more you learn about the history, the artistry, and the rare finds that exist in the world of coin collecting, the more you realize just how valuable these little pieces of metal can be. Next time you come across a 2008 Arizona quarter, take a moment to appreciate the intricate design, the history it represents, and the potential value it could hold. You never know, you could be holding a rare gem worth a small fortune. Top 3. Coins are more than just tools of trade. They are little windows into history, pieces of art that carry stories and significance far beyond their simple monetary value. Today, we are going to take an in-depth look at a particularly fascinating coin, a coin that is not just an ordinary quarter. It's the 2014 Washington quarter dollar, the orchestra design, and you might be surprised at just how much it represents. This quarter has an elegant story of artistry, culture, and legacy behind it, and you might be astonished by what it's worth today. So, let's start from the beginning. As many of you know, the Washington quarter has been a familiar sight in American pockets since 1932, first designed by John Flanagan to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States. However, in the years that followed, this quarter evolved, not just as a symbol of currency, but as a canvas for celebrating the rich and diverse history of the United States through various commemorative designs. By 2014, the Washington quarter was part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a special initiative launched by the U.S. Mint in 2010. Over the course of this program, 5 new designs would be released each year, each celebrating one of the national parks or national sites across the country. But in 2014, something truly remarkable happened. For the first time, the U.S. Mint released a quarter honoring the nation's deep connection to the arts, the 2014 Orchestra Quarter. This coin wasn't just celebrating the beauty of nature, it was celebrating the power of music and culture itself. Let's pause and appreciate that for a moment. Music, one of the oldest forms of art, has shaped societies, inspired generations, and connected people across the globe. The Orchestra Quarter, featuring a symbolic representation of this cultural force, struck a chord with collectors and art lovers alike. So, what does this quarter look like? Let's take a detailed look at the design, which, just like its artistic theme, is deeply meaningful. On the reverse side of the 2014 Washington quarter, you'll find an image of a conductor's hand, poised with a baton, guiding an orchestra. Surrounding this central figure are various instruments that are essential to the orchestra: the violin, the trumpet, and the oboe, among others. The design beautifully captures the emotion and precision that music brings to life, showcasing the harmony and creativity of the art form. Above the hand, you'll find the words 2014, marking the year this quarter was minted. And below the orchestra, in elegant lettering, are the words United States of America, ensuring that the coin remains firmly tied to its national identity. The inscriptions surrounding the coin also emphasize the significance of the design: E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, a motto that reflects the unifying power of music, just as it reflects the unity of the United States itself. The coin's design was created by artist Richard Masters, whose ability to convey movement and emotion in a simple design has been widely celebrated. When you look at the orchestra quarter, you don't just see a coin, you see the soul of music itself. Masters' design brings the grandeur of orchestral music to life in a simple, yet deeply profound way. And with its clear symbolism of music, culture, and history, the coin pays tribute to the countless American musicians and composers who have shaped the nation's artistic identity over centuries. But how was this coin made? Like all coins produced by the U.S. Mint, the 2014 Washington Orchestra Quarter went through an intricate process of design, minting, and distribution. Coins like this aren't created in the blink of an eye, they undergo meticulous planning, advanced techniques, and strict quality control to ensure that the end result is both an accurate and stunning representation of the theme it honors. The U.S. Mint uses state-of-the-art equipment and technologies to strike these coins, ensuring each one is perfect down to the finest detail. But even with the best technology, the artistry involved in these coins cannot be overstated. The engraving process alone can take weeks, with designs being meticulously etched onto large steel dies. These dies then press the design onto each individual coin. The 2014 Washington quarter is no different, as it was struck with the precision and care that defines U.S. Mint coinage. Now, let's talk about the real story, the collector's world. Coins like the 2014 orchestra quarter don't just sit in people's pockets. They become part of collections, representing both the artistry of the U.S. Mint and the cultural themes the coin celebrates. The America the Beautiful Quarters program has made each coin a unique, sought-after collectible, but not all quarters are created equal. The rarity, condition, and demand for a coin like the 2014 Washington Orchestra quarter has sent it soaring in value, particularly in pristine, uncirculated conditions. Coin collectors know that the value of a coin is determined by several key factors: rarity, condition, and collector demand. When it comes to the 2014 Washington Orchestra quarter, one of the key elements that collectors are looking for is a coin in uncirculated, mint condition quality. Uncirculated coins are those that have never been used in circulation, meaning they are in perfect shape. These coins are incredibly rare, especially as most quarters are quickly used, exchanged, and worn down by daily handling. On top of that, the demand for quarters from the America the Beautiful series has only increased over time. The beauty of the designs, along with their historical significance, has made them highly sought after by collectors. But what truly sets this coin apart is its theme, the celebration of music and the orchestra. For those who appreciate both the history of the United States and the artistry of music, this coin holds a special place in their collections. And here's where it gets truly fascinating. While many people may still consider this coin to be just another quarter, the reality is quite different. Coins from the America the Beautiful Quarters program, particularly the ones that are in uncirculated, mint-quality condition, have been known to fetch impressive sums. The 2014 Washington Orchestra quarter is no exception. Today, depending on its grade, this particular coin can be worth much more than its face value of 25 cents. The average uncirculated example might sell for $10 to $20, but if you have a perfectly preserved specimen, graded MS-70, the highest possible grade, you're looking at a potential value of $18,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $18,000 for a single 2014 Washington Orchestra quarter. It's a staggering amount for a coin that was originally intended to be a simple part of everyday transactions. But the rarity, the artistry, and the cultural significance of this coin have combined to make it a true treasure among collectors. How do you find such a coin? Well, it's not as easy as picking one out of your pocket or coin jar. To locate one of these rare, high-value coins, you'll need to be diligent in checking for uncirculated examples and those with particular minting flaws that make them even more unique. Coin grading is an important part of the process. Coins that are graded MS-70 are nearly flawless, meaning they were perfectly preserved at the time of minting. The higher the grade, the higher the price, with MS-70 specimens fetching the highest values. If you happen to find one of these rare, high-quality coins, don't just put it back in your pocket, consider holding on to it, as it could turn out to be a small fortune. The 2014 Washington Orchestra quarter is a perfect example of how coins can hold a story, an artwork, and an investment all in one. It celebrates the arts and music, two essential elements of the American experience. And just as music can resonate with people on an emotional level, this coin resonates with collectors and investors who recognize its value. As we close out this journey into the world of coin collecting, remember this: you never know where you might find your next big discovery. Whether you're hunting through your change or you're a seasoned collector, coins like the 2014 Washington Orchestra quarter are out there waiting to be discovered. And who knows, you might just be holding onto a coin worth $18,000. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of one of America's most unique and valuable coins. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more incredible stories from the world of numismatics. Until next time, happy hunting, and keep your eyes peeled for the next hidden treasure. Top 4. The camera begins with a slow zoom in on a pristine 2022 Washington quarter, its surface glinting under the studio lights. The narrator's voice is calm yet filled with a sense of excitement, inviting the viewer to embark on a journey of discovery. Coins, as we know them, are much more than just forms of currency. They are tangible pieces of history, art, and culture, each one telling a story that reflects the era and values it represents. Today, we'll be looking at a particular coin, a coin that has both cultural significance and a growing collector's appeal. It's the 2022 Washington quarter dollar featuring Wilma Mankiller, a name that may not be familiar to everyone, but a name that embodies the spirit of resilience, leadership, and change. The 2022 Wilma Mankiller quarter is not just another coin. It is a tribute to an extraordinary woman whose impact on the world continues to resonate, even decades after her passing. As the camera pulls back, we can see the full coin in its shining glory, a symbol of pride, courage, and American heritage. But let's rewind a bit and take a step back in time to understand just why this coin holds such importance, and what makes it stand out among other coins in the U.S. Mint's ongoing efforts to honor influential Americans. Wilma Mankiller was born in 1945 in the small town of Tahlequah, Oklahoma, in the heart of the Cherokee Nation. Growing up, she experienced many hardships, including a difficult childhood and early struggles with poverty. But Wilma's story is not one of defeat, it is a story of triumph, of overcoming adversity, and of leading with courage. In 1985, Mankiller made history by becoming the first woman to serve as principal chief of the Cherokee Nation, one of the largest Native American tribes in the United States. Her leadership was transformative, both for her people and for the broader movement for Native American rights. She served 2 terms as chief, and during her time in office, she worked tirelessly to improve education, health care, and economic opportunities for the Cherokee people. Her legacy is one of empowerment, resilience, and advocacy. It is a legacy that has inspired generations of women and indigenous leaders across the world. In 2022, the U.S. Mint decided to honor Wilma Mankiller by featuring her likeness on the Washington quarter as part of the American Women Quarters program, a series that aims to recognize the accomplishments and contributions of women who have shaped American history. This program, which was announced in 2021, continues the U.S. Mint's efforts to spotlight the achievements of groundbreaking women. Each year, a new set of quarters is released, each honoring a different woman whose impact has changed the nation in significant ways. Wilma Mankiller is one of 5 women chosen to be honored in 2022, and her coin serves as a lasting reminder of her dedication to her people and to the causes she championed. Now, let's dive into the coin's design. As you would expect from a commemorative piece like this, the design is thoughtfully crafted, rich in symbolism and meaning. On the reverse side of the 2022 Wilma Mankiller quarter, we see her portrait, a dignified representation of her strength and determination. The artist, Phoebe Hemphill, worked with great care to capture not just Mankiller's likeness but her spirit, the kind of leadership and courage that transcends generations. The image features Wilma Mankiller facing forward, her expression confident and proud yet gentle. Above her is the inscription Wilma Mankiller, with the words 2022 appearing beneath her likeness. To the right of her image is the inscription Cherokee Nation, a nod to her roots and the people she led so faithfully. It's a powerful image, not just of a woman but of a movement, a symbol of the perseverance and strength that have defined Wilma Mankiller's legacy. On the obverse, or front side, the design remains consistent with the standard Washington quarter, as is customary for the America the Beautiful Quarters series. George Washington's image graces the face of the coin, surrounded by the words Liberty and In God We Trust, with the year of minting, 2022, and the mint mark denoting the production facility. It's a fitting backdrop to the tribute on the reverse, A reminder that every coin is a bridge between past and present, a link between the historical foundations of this nation and the extraordinary individuals who have shaped its future. Now, let's talk about the coin's minting process. Like all coins produced by the U.S. Mint, the 2022 Wilma Mankiller quarter was crafted using advanced techniques and the highest standards of quality. These coins are produced at one of the U.S. Mint's facilities, including the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, or the San Francisco Mint. The minting process begins with the creation of detailed designs, which are then transferred onto large, hard steel dies. These dies are used to press the design into each coin, ensuring that the intricate details are captured with the utmost precision. The U.S. Mint pays careful attention to every aspect of the production process, ensuring that the coins are in perfect condition before they are distributed. A portion of the 2022 Wilma Mankiller quarters were produced in uncirculated condition, meaning they were struck but never used in circulation, and others were produced for special coin sets. The uncirculated coins are especially coveted by collectors because of their pristine quality and the fact that they have never been worn down by regular use. But it's not just the design and quality that make these coins special, it's the woman they honor. Collectors around the world are beginning to recognize the value of these coins. As part of the American Women Quarters program, the Wilma Mankiller quarter has quickly gained attention. It's a coin that commemorates not just an individual but an entire movement for Native American rights, women's leadership, and social justice. And as more and more collectors begin to appreciate the significance of this coin, its value continues to rise. But let's get to the heart of the matter: the value of this coin. For many people, coins are simply pieces of metal, but for collectors, they are pieces of history, full of potential. The 2022 Wilma Mankiller quarter, in uncirculated condition, is worth more than just its face value of 25 cents. In fact, high-grade examples of this coin, especially those in flawless condition, can be sold for substantial amounts. Some of these coins have been sold for upwards of $7,000, depending on their condition and rarity. Yes, you heard that right. A single 2022 Wilma Mankiller quarter could be worth $7,000 if it's in pristine, uncirculated condition, and especially if it has been graded as MS-70, the highest possible grade. Coins with this grade are near perfect, showing no signs of wear, scratches, or imperfections. MS-70 coins are incredibly rare, and collectors who seek out these high-quality examples are willing to pay top dollar for them. Of course, most Wilma Mankiller quarters won't fetch anywhere near that amount, but even a coin in average uncirculated condition might still be worth a few $100s, definitely much more than its face value. The key, as always with coin collecting, is to keep an eye out for high-quality examples, especially those that may have been preserved for decades without seeing the light of day. Let's think about that for a moment. A coin that started out as just a quarter, a small piece of currency, has become a valuable tribute to a woman who made an indelible mark on history. A coin that tells the story of Wilma Mankiller's incredible journey and the impact she had on the Cherokee Nation and the nation at large. And today, that coin might just be worth thousands of dollars. So, if you have a 2022 Wilma Mankiller quarter in your pocket, it might be time to take a closer look. Who knows? You could be holding on to a valuable piece of American history, a coin that honors one of the most important figures in Native American history and women's leadership. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey into the world of coin collecting and the life of Wilma Mankiller. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about rare coins, significant figures in history, and the fascinating world of numismatics, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Who knows what treasures are waiting to be uncovered next?